Oh my, what is that? Hauling, and that's the biggest one. Still there? Still there. Get him. Welcome back, everybody. So I had talked about it on a previous video that I was going to go out to the bridge and fish some live bait, and figured what better day than today to do that. We've got insane amounts of wind. It's like 20 plus miles just sustained, and then gusts are like in the 30s. So couldn't take the boat out, couldn't take the kayak out. So here we are. The other side of the bridge is where all the wind is coming from. So I don't even know if we'll be able to fish that unless it dies down a little bit, but we'll see. So we'll go out and try and catch some bluegill first for bait, and then get them out there and see if we can't catch something big out of here. Let's get after it. All right, just got a little piece of gulp with a little bobber on an ice jig. Now we know that there are bluegill out here and crappie. I don't really want a crappie so much, but little bluegill should do perfect. I hope this is the easiest part of today. It's never a good sign if you can't catch bait relatively quickly, but hopefully that happens. Holy cow. Took an embarrassingly long amount of time to finally get a bite, but we did it. And that's a little small for what I'd like, but can't be picky right now because that's legitimately the only bite we've had in about an hour and a half. So let's get him on a hook. All right, so this is just my setup, just a cigar float with the gill underneath. I like cigar floats quite a bit. You need a pretty big sized one actually, because you can have a 4-inch gill that pulls this under pretty easily. But you do need to have enough weight for it to stand vertical, because if it's on its side, you'll get a ton of line twist and whatnot. And I like hooking my bluegill just in the back quarter of the dorsal fin, because typically when you have these bass eat, they will eat head first, so your chance of gut hooking something wildly less. You can always go ahead and put on a circle hook or something like that too to reduce that even more. But let's get her out there, put her right next to the bridge, and see what happens. We'll try and catch another bluegill because we do have 2 rods, so we'll see if we can't catch one more bluegill to put out in a different spot just to increase some odds. But now we just wait. All right, wind's calmed down over here just a little bit, so we'll launch that guy out there, because we did not have a single bite on the other side, and we only caught that one bluegill. So we've got a lot of work to do, and sunset is not terribly far away, so hopefully we can catch something on live bait. Oh, might be having some action because our gill is gone. Yep. Hopefully it's not turtle. It's still gone. Wait till we feel it. Oh yeah, she's heading in there. Get him. It's a small one. Small one. That 3.5-inch gill was eaten by a tiny little bass, but we got one. That's why I think people that think you need such a small bluegill for a fish to bite is definitely not the case. A 2-pounder can eat a 5-inch bluegill pretty darn easy. That one was probably just barely over a pound, and it ate a 3.5, 4-inch bluegill. But that was the only bluegill that we had, so that's good that we caught one. Bad that we don't have anything else to fish with right now. So waiting for some bluegill to bite. Hopefully we've got a bobber out there. They're just not biting much either. Might switch over to artificials, I guess, and if we don't catch any more bluegill, we'll come out here and, unfortunately, embarrassingly, have to buy live bait. But we'll see. Got one. Oh, stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on. There we go. And there we go. So we caught one on live bait and one on the artificial, the gantarelle. This one's a little bit bigger, but again, they don't really care how big it is. As long as they can try and fit in their mouth, they'll eat it. But let's keep seeing if we can't get a couple more. I kind of doubt it. Sundown's almost here, but we might have to come out potentially tomorrow and unfortunately buy live bait. But let this one go. Well, we have got something on here. I feel like it's way bigger in a bluegill than we're wanting to use, but holy cow. Oh, that's just a hair too big for what I like to use. You could potentially catch a good bass on this, but this is just like a ½ inch too big. That's like a 7, a little bit over a 7. Can be picky today, but I don't think any bass is gonna bite that, so it's possible. I've caught bass on close to 7-inch bluegill, but no purpose in putting a hook on it if there's not a decent chance, I guess. But see if we can't get another bluegill. Finally got another one that we can use. They're starting to pick up right now. That one is a small one again. We'll probably catch something small on him, but let's get him on the hook. Welcome back, everybody. So I'm glad that we're doing well at this little spot because it's been so windy for the past couple days that there's nowhere else to fish. It doesn't seem too bad right now just because this is so well protected. But there's gusts over 32 miles an hour right now. So fishing in any of the other lakes is pretty difficult. But we're back out here. Unfortunately, and pathetically maybe, we ended up buying live bait. So we'll chuck some of those out and see if we can get in a couple more fish. We aren't allowed, as far as I'm aware, to sell bluegill at bait shops or anything else like that. So we've got a sucker on there. And we bought some pretty sizable ones. So if there is a big fish, should most certainly be able to find this. And luckily for us, the wind is blowing in the correct direction to kind of make this a little bit more easy to fish. So I've got high hopes. Got one on already right underneath the bridge. And oh no, I missed him. We fed one for sure. Oh, should have let him eat a little bit. That's one thing with suckers. They can most certainly, they're longer and you don't have quite as much to go ahead and hook into. So the chance of that, you know, a bass biting the head or something like that and not getting the whole thing under is pretty good. Oh, I think we got one on the other one too. Maybe not. He's just swimming a lot. I figured that one underneath the bridge was going to get bit because I saw the sucker swim up to the top, and they don't fight gravity, you know, with your sinkers and everything like that very often, unless there's a reason to, and he got popped. So we fed one. Hopefully we can catch others, or hopefully that one gets hungry again, but we're down one. Had one bite already. Oh, that was definitely one. He's moving. There he goes. That's a fish. Let's see if we can't get this one. Got him. Little guy. Well, not really all that little. That's not a bad bass. Oh, just threw off our minnow. Was he? Oh, he's got a... He's got a plastic in him. Somebody else's plastic. See if we can't get that out. No, he ate a snake. He has a snake in his mouth. That's what it is. Let's get him unhooked and see if we can't pull this out. We just got that one undone, and he's got a big old snake in, and we got another one biting. Still got it. He's got it. Got him. That's a little guy too. I wanted to get a picture of that. Just right in the corner. Oh, I think he hooked himself better now. Yep. Oh, I want to get a picture of that snake better. That was crazy. Look at that little guy on like a 5-inch or 6-inch little sucker. Come on. It's right in the roof of your mouth. There we go. Another one. I wish I would have got a better picture. I thought this might have been a big one for as much as it was booking, but that snake was crazy. Well, there's back to back. I don't know why live bait didn't do well yesterday. Maybe it's just time of day, but we've gotten 4 bites, caught 2 fish in a matter of 10 minutes. It's crazy. There must be a bunch here. We're just hopefully looking for a big one now. There's another one. Oh my gosh, they're just loaded. There's my bobber. I see my bobber. Still swimming with it. It's a small one. Oh. Yep, that was a small one. They are just hyper aggressive today. Again, that was like in the exact same spot. Like a minute after we caught the other ones. We're gonna definitely run out of bait. We might have to go get some. Might have to get the pole and try and catch some more bluegill. That one's hanging out by the weeds over there. I am using a little bit bigger hooks. Everything's a little bit oversized from what it really should be. Using these little suckers. They don't have quite as much meat to them to be putting a hook like what I have in them. If I had my choice, which I don't have anything with me, I'd be putting on probably like a 3-aught or something like that. But these are getting, because this big of a hook will definitely, they won't live quite as long. But I guess at this point in time it doesn't really matter because they're getting destroyed in minutes. Let's pull that one away. You got a little bit into the weeds. There's one. Still got it? Still got it. Oh, he just had the head of it. Lost another one. Yep. And part of that, I don't really want to gut hook any of these, so I don't want them to eat for too long. But there's another one that we've fed. We're definitely going to be throwing the gantarelle here in a little bit. I guess especially if we run out of bait. Got one? I don't know if we got one. Oh, yep, definitely got one. Minnow's going crazy. Minnow can't do that. Still on. I don't know where the bobber is. It's under some lily pad somewhere down there. Yeah, that's definitely not minnow. This is why the braid is beneficial. Get him. Get him. Little guy. Little guy, little guy. Oh. Sinker slipped a little bit. We're getting such small bass on such big live bait. He could barely fit that thing down his mouth, to be honest. I mean, there's not much extra space. There's another one though. All right, I think for a little bit we're gonna throw the Gantrel, see if we can't catch one. There's a lull in action. I can't imagine that there's, you know, dozens in this tiny little area, so we'll give it a little bit of a break for the live bait, throw the Gantrel around, maybe hop on over to the other side of the bridge if there's an opportunity. I just don't want to, casting that direction is going to be pretty difficult, but all right, see if we can't catch one on artificial. I'm sure if you would have come back here with a dark sleeper gill, you would probably mop up so many of these fish, just because it's subtle. And those 3-inch ones, all the 10, 12-inch bass that seem to be in here would probably just absolutely annihilate that thing. Probably catch some good ones too, but it's just, we haven't caught a good one out of here since we were throwing the finesse worm. And I thought for sure you throw out some live bait, they would be all over it. Got another one. Took quite a while for this one to bite. Still got it, you still got it. Got him. Little guy. Little guy again. Real small one. Right in the corner. Just perfect. That's one of those things too with a little bit, oh, that is such a nice looking colored one. The lateral line on it, it's a picture perfect looking bass. But with a bigger bobber and stuff like that too, it definitely helps. Almost similar to like a circle hook, to where it will allow that to kind of get pegged into the corner of the mouth. Same with having a clicker on and whatnot. So that'll all help prevent gut hooking those fish. But we don't have too many more live bait, so let's get another one out there and keep fishing until they're gone. Oh, there's one. Yep, there he goes. Oh, he popped back up. Oh, my minnow is... Oh, my minnow came off. Didn't it come off? Yes. Let go of it. And I watched him let go of it, and then I saw my minnow like swimming on top. I'm surprised he didn't eat him top water. We have one last sucker, the biggest one that they gave us at the bait shop. So let's get him out there and hopefully end up with that one. I'm sure that fish was small too. That sucker is pretty small, but last chance. All right, this is the biggest sucker that we've got. Let's get her out there and hopefully end up with something a little bit bigger than what we've caught so far. Let him right out in the middle. That's kind of where we caught the 3-pounder. It was a little bit closer to this side, but let her rip. Oh my, what is that? Hauling, and that's the biggest one. Still there? Still there. Get him. Is that a good one? I think that's the best one of today on the biggest sucker we had. It's not a big one, but it's, I think, the biggest one we had today. Perfectly in the corner. Wish he'd still have it in his mouth. I'd like to give him a snack on top of it, but all right. Solid. Probably almost 2-pounder. Probably 1 3/4, but we'll let that one go. Maybe throw the artificial for just a little bit, see if we can get one more, but they are stacked in here. They absolutely are. Why? I have no idea, but I like it. Well, that's about it for today. I had one bump on the Gantrel, but didn't connect with it. So, but live bait, I mean, for whatever reason, I have no idea why we used the bluegill forage that they have in this place yesterday and only had one bite, and it took a while to get that one. Why they like suckers so much, I have no idea, but they absolutely inhaled those things. If you guys like the live bait videos, I most certainly can come back out here again. We might potentially even upgrade the size of suckers. The ones I had today were like 6 to 7 inches, and even the last one that was the biggest one that we had, I mean, a 2-pounder, not even 2-pounder, inhaled that like nothing. So we might come out with potentially even bigger baits. If that's something you guys want, by all means, drop that in the comment section below. But as always, if you guys like the videos, if you wouldn't mind liking, and if you want to see more videos like it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Till the next one.